Where was I? I guess here. Wait, no. Okay. Now I'm reading this book, and I was trying to remember where I left off. Anyway, why did it take so long for a Darwin to arrive on the scene? What delayed humanity's tumbling to that luminously simple idea, which seems on the face of it so much easier to grasp than the mathematical ideas given us by Newton 2 centuries earlier, or indeed by Archimedes 2 millennia earlier? Many answers have been suggested. Perhaps minds were cowed by the sheer time it must take for great change to occur, for great change to occur, by the mismatch between what we now call geological deep time and the lifespan and comprehension of the person trying to understand it. Perhaps it was religious indoctrination that held us back, or perhaps it was the daunting complexity of a living organ such as an eye, frightened as it is with the beguiling illusion of design by a master engineer. Probably all those played a role. But Ernst Mayr, the grand old man of the neo-Darwinian synthesis, who died in 2005 at the age of 100, repeatedly voiced a different suspicion. For Mayr, the culprit was the ancient philosophical doctrine of essentialism. The discovery of evolution was held back by the dead hand of Plato. For Plato, the reality that we think we see is just shadows cast on the wall of our cave by the flickering light of the campfire. Like other classical Greek thinkers, Plato was at heart a geometer. Every triangle drawn in the sand is but an imperfect shadow of the true essence of triangle. The lines of the essential triangle are pure Euclidean lines with length but no breadth, lines defined as infinitely narrow and as never meeting when parallel. The angles of the essential triangle really do add up to exactly 2 right angles, not a picosecond of arc more or less. This is not true of a triangle drawn in the sand, but the triangle in the sand for Plato is but an unstable shadow of the ideal essential triangle. Biology, according to Mayr, is plagued by its own version of essentialism. Biological essentialism treats tapirs and rabbits, pangolins and dromedaries. I don't know what these fucking animals are. Or if they're even animals. I don't fucking know what he's talking about here. Anyway, biological essentialism treats tapirs and rabbits, pangolins and dromedaries as though they were triangles, rhombuses, parabolas, or dodecahedrons. The rabbits that we see are wan shadows of the perfect idea of rabbit, the ideal essential Platonic rabbit, hanging somewhere out in conceptual space along with all the perfect forms of geometry. Flesh and blood rabbits may vary, but their variations are always to be seen as flawed deviations from the ideal essence of rabbit. How desperately unevolutionary that picture is. The Platonist regards any change in rabbits as a messy departure from the essential rabbit, and there will always be resistance to change, as if all real rabbits were tethered by an invisible elastic cord to the essential rabbit in the sky. The evolutionary view of life is radically opposite. Descendants can depart indefinitely from the ancestral form, and each departure becomes a potential ancestor to future variants. Indeed, Alfred Russel Wallace, independent co-discoverer with Darwin of evolution by natural selection, actually called his paper on the tendencies of varieties to depart indefinitely from the original type. If there is a standard rabbit, the accolade denotes no more than the center of a bell-shaped distribution of real, scurrying, leaping, variable bunnies. And the distribution shifts with time. As generations go by, there may gradually come a point, not clearly defined, when the norm of what we call rabbits will have departed so far as to deserve a different name. There is no permanent rabbitness Rabbityness, that's weird. No essence of rabbit hanging in the sky, just populations of furry, long-eared, coprophagous, whisker-twitching individuals showing a statistical distribution of variation in size, shape, color, and proclivities. What used to be the larger eared end of the old distribution may find itself the center of a new distribution later in geological time. Given a sufficiently large number of generations, there may be no overlap between ancestral and descendant distributions. The longest ears among the ancestors may be shorter than the shortest ears among the descendants. All is fluid, as another Greek philosopher, Heraclitus, said. After 100 million years, it may be hard to believe that the descendant animals ever had rabbits for ancestors. Yet, in no generation during the evolutionary process was the predominant type in the population far from the modal type in the previous generation or the following generation. This way of thinking is what Mayer called population thinking. Population thinking, for him, was the antithesis of essentialism. According to Mayer, the reason Darwin was such an unconscionable time arriving on the scene was that we all, whether because of Greek influence or for some other reason, have essentialism burned into our mental DNA. For the mind encased in Platonic blinkers, a rabbit is a rabbit is a rabbit. To suggest that rabbit kind constitutes a kind of shifting cloud of statistical averages, or that today's typical rabbit might be different from the typical rabbit of a million years ago, or the typical rabbit of a million years hence, seems to violate an internal taboo. Indeed, psychologists studying the development of language tell us that children are natural essentialists. Maybe they have to be if they are to remain sane while their developing minds divide things into discrete categories, each entitled to a unique noun. It's no wonder that Adam's first task in the Genesis myth was to give all the animals names. And it's no wonder, in Mayer's view, that we humans had to wait for our Darwin until well into the 19th century. To dramatize how very anti-essentialist evolution is, consider the following. On the population thinking evolutionary view, every animal is linked to every other animal, say rabbit to leopard, by a chain of intermediates that link a modern animal to another modern animal. We are most emphatically not evolving a rabbit into a leopard. I suppose you could say we are de-evolving back to the hairpin, then evolving forwards to the leopard from there. As we'll see in a later chapter, it is unfortunately necessary to explain again and again that modern species don't evolve into other modern species. They just share ancestors. They are cousins. This, as we'll see, is also the answer to that disquietingly common complaint: if humans have evolved from chimpanzees, how come there are still chimpanzees? Third, on our forward march from the hairpin animal, we arbitrarily choose the path leading to the leopard. This is a real path of evolutionary history. But to repeat this important point, we choose to ignore numerous branch points where we could have followed evolution to countless other endpoints. For the hairpin animal is the grand ancestor not only of rabbits and leopards, but of a large fraction of modern mammals. The fourth point, which I've already emphasized, is that however radical and extensive the differences between the ends of the hairpin, rabbit and leopard say, each step along the chain that links them is very, very small. Each individual along the chain is as similar to its neighbors in the chain as mothers and daughters are expected to be, and more similar to its neighbors in the chain, as I have also mentioned, than to typical members of the surrounding population. You can see how this thought experiment drives a coach and horses through the elegant Greek temple of Platonic ideal forms. And you can see how, if Mayer is right that humans are deeply imbued with essential preconceptions, he might well also be right about why we historically found evolution so hard to stomach. The word essentialism itself wasn't invented until 1945, and so was not available to Darwin. But he was only too familiar with the biological version of it in the form of the immutability of species, and much of his effort was directed towards combating it under that name. Indeed, in several of Darwin's books, more so in others than on the origin of species itself, you'll understand fully what he's on about only if you shed modern presuppositions about evolution and remember that a large part of his audience would have been essentialists who never doubted the immutability of species. One of Darwin's most telling weapons in arguing against this supposed immutability was the evidence from domestication. Jesus, what the fuck? And it is domestication that will occupy the rest of this chapter. What the fuck? Apparently, there's something wrong with me, son. Let me pause for the call. So I've been waiting on the UPS dude because my motherfucking order is supposed to get here today. It said it would be here by 7. It is almost 5:30. Okay, so I'm gonna need the UPS man to hurry the fuck up. Okay, because I'm just I'm excited. What do you want me to say? I got some shirts coming. You know what I'm saying? My merch. I ordered my merch. You know what I mean? And so far, all I've gotten were 2 mugs. You know what I mean? I got the one mug that just says, excuse me, like my channel logo. I got that mug. And then I got another mug that says, do as your Jesus instructed. So those are the 2 I got. Hold on, let me show you. That's the one I got from the line. That was Matt Dillahunty's design. Look at the trees. And that's mine. Do as your Jesus instructed. And there's the Communist Manifesto. So yeah, there, I checked your site out yesterday. That's what's up, Brittany. You know what I mean? I got all kinds of shit on there. Like every day I'd be trying to like add a new design or like a new product or some shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to get y'all options. I'm be trying to keep the shit cheap as fuck. I got this one hoodie I just designed. Oh my goodness. That motherfucker is sick. Fucking sick. Like it's a little more expensive just because it's 40, I think it's like $45, $46, whatever. You know what I mean? But the hoodie is dope as fuck. Like it's got my new logo on the front and then on the sleeve in big like silver or white, I'm not sure, letters. It says hashtag excuse me, like going down the side. And I don't know if it got something on the other shoulder. I can't remember, but man, that motherfucker is hard. I want to get that so bad. I'm gonna get that next week when I get paid. You know what I mean? I mean, I could get it now, but I also need to get some weed, and that takes precedence. So, what's going on, Baldy? Oh shit! Yeah. I'm geeked up. My homeboy Jin Sama, he got one of my shirts. You know what I mean? I got a couple of homies. So far, everybody that done bought some merch from my merch store has been dudes, like all dudes, the homies, for real. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, man. But yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of excited, like, so once this shit come in, I can just be like, check out the new products, I mean, for real, the shirts I ordered are some of the my earlier designs, which is fine, like, because I needed one to replace my older shirt with my design on it. But I'm just excited for them to come in, you know what I mean? And then next week, I'm gonna order some more shit, you know what I mean? Much love, brother. That's what I'm talking about. AR and this bitch. Liz and this bitch. Calvin does stuff in his bitch. What's up, Loudemir? What's up, DP? What's that stand for? Double penetration? I'm just kidding. That ain't what it stands for. Dating police. There's some fire, son. There's some fire. Don't ask me what it is. I just got it from the dope boy. You know what I mean? But I only spent like $100. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta spend some more today. Fuck, $100 gone in one day. What's going on, Super? Wait, what? Supreme? What's good? What's up, Rex? Are you good? Am I good? Shit. I'm alright, man. I'd be better if that didn't just happen. What the fuck? Yeah. Hail Satan on this bit. Dave, respect your channel and what you do. What is your website? It's on Fourth Wall, son. You know what I mean? If you go on the homepage of my channel, it's like highlighted right under my name. You know what I'm saying? Right where it says atheist and all that shit. It's right there. So you just click on the link, take you right to the page. I'm really proud of those designs. Like, I tried to make clothes that I would buy. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm so excited about it. I'm like, man, all that shit is fire. I would wear all that shit. It's shit basically that like you just don't find too many places. Like shirts that just straight up say atheist or hail Satan or fuck your God, fuck Christianity, excuse me. You know, I got all kinds of shit, man. Jesus is a cunt. One of my favorites. Yo, Dave, mad respect for you, my bro. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate that. My bad. I should have seen that. It's all good, man. Like I said, my channel ain't here for the money. I mostly made the merch because so many of my subscribers was like, yo, you got some merch? So I'm like, and I had to keep saying no, you know what I mean? So I just finally caved in. I was like, so I made the merch just for them to have it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could have gave it to them for free, I would have. But so yes, so if you click on the link, it'll take you to my page on Fourth Wall. And if you'll notice, compare my prices to any other YouTuber's prices of their shit. Compare it to any one of them. And see, you'll see, like my shit cheap as fuck. You ain't gonna be able to find my type of shit on no one else's channel for as cheap as I'm offering it. Because they trying to make a money. You know what I'm saying? Like they're pretty much everyone else on YouTube's channel is there. Like all the other content creators are trying to make a living off of their YouTube content. Whereas I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make it a career. I'm perfectly fine going to work every day like the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? At my bullshit job. You know what I mean? Which is manufacturing, by the way. Like I work in manufacturing. If you watch some of my lives, I went live at work a few times. You see me building shit. So, and I don't mind doing that. Like I'm not gonna say I love it, but I prefer that job over every other job I've ever had. You know, so yeah. So I don't mind going to work every day. You know what I'm saying? It'd be nice to not have to go and but hey, man, I'm with the people, part of the proletariat, son. So I don't mind struggling with y'all. And that's another thing that I kept in mind. I'm like, why would I charge y'all all this exorbitant $40, $50 for a t-shirt and all this $80 for a hoodie? Why would I do that to y'all? You know what I mean? Like, especially when it's like, I'm only in a position to offer something that people would want to buy because of y'all. You know what I mean? And then too, most of my subscribers just ain't got it like that. You know what I mean? Like they work in paycheck, they live in paycheck to paycheck, just like I am. Like I ain't got shit, you know what I'm saying? I got less than $100 in my main account, and then in like my Cash App account, I got like $50. I swear to God, the next door neighbor cuts his grass every day. Like, I can't never just have my motherfucking back door open. Look out, Rosie. Every day cutting the motherfucking grass with this guy. Man, yeah, man. I mean, he at least don't do it at inopportune times throughout the day, but still, it's like every day, bro. Like, let it go, okay? It's not that serious. Like, you just cut it. I don't know. Hey, Chase, don't come in here with that bullshit, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking a little weed, son. Stop eating sugar, motherfucker. That's more harmful for you than weed is. So lay off the fucking Mountain Dews, okay? Lay off the fucking Krispy Kreme donuts. Or whatever. I don't know what the fuck you kids eat today. Shit. Stay off the Feastables or whatever. The Mr. Beast candies or whatnot. You know. Lay off the sugar. People die from fucking high blood pressure. Don't know why they die from smoking weed. Okay? I need to exercise. Man, we all do, son. I don't typically do it on the weekends. Mostly just Monday through Friday, but there's really nothing stopping me from doing it on the weekends. I might just start doing it on the weekends. I only do push-ups anyway. Like, I don't go for runs. I'm not part of a gym. Okay? I don't have any exercise machines. Okay, I don't even have any free weights at the house. I have nothing. I don't have an exercise mat. I just push ups, son. You know what I mean? 200 a day, Monday through Friday. That's all you need. And no, I don't do them 100 at a time. You know, I do as many as I can. I do like 30. Take a breath. You know, take a breath. 20. You know what I mean? 20. You know, do it like that. Then once I get to 100, I like stop. You know what I'm saying? Get up off my knees, stretch, maybe smoke, do some other shit real quick, and then get back on the floor and knock out another 100. And then in like 20 minutes, you're done. You know what I mean? Like the 200 push-ups only take like 20 minutes. Okay. That's really it. And then I try not to eat after 9 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? Or earlier. Like if I'm gonna go to bed around 9 or 9:30, then I probably should stop eating around 8. You know? So that's literally it though. Ben, set up a camera. The Diddler says you should listen to Pizza Homicide by Samurai Pizza Cats. First of all, I already have. I'm aware of Samurai Pizza Cats. Dade, will you upload more dance videos? Probably. You know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Dade, have you checked any of the music I've shared? Maybe. I don't. I'll be checking out y'all's music when motherfuckers be like, yo, check out my shit. I always go check it out. I don't be remembering who it is, but I do be checking it out. You know. Yo, your cool fade. I don't have a fade. I have no hair. I'm like Elijah. Wasn't it Elijah that was going to the temple and shit? When the motherfucking kids was like, baldy. And then he had God sick 2 fucking she-bears on them motherfuckers. And they ate and mauled 42 kids just because they taunted a dude for having a bald head. I think it was Elijah or Elisha. I can't remember. One of them niggas. Blah. It was. You know what I mean? Can we please get an excuse me? Dizzy like, bro, is a cartoon character. Excuse me. I just fucking spilled coffee all over myself and the floor. Look what your little, can I get a, excuse me? Look what your request did. You made me spill coffee on my motherfucking self. And all over the fucking floor. It's on the fucking stove. Son of a... Damn. My motherfucking wet, leg wet. Excuse me? Motherfucker. It's all sticky as shit. Fuck. Why does everything suck? Gotta get the motherfucking Swiffer. Oh no. I'm out of the fucking wet jet shit. Alright. Alright. Fuck. Okay. This is not this is not going well. I need another towel. What are you looking at, Donnie B? Unbelievable, son. Oh. I'm fucking wet. Well, now I know I need to replace the fucking wet jet fucking pads or whatever. Shut up, Donnie B. Excuse me. There. Are you happy now, motherfucker? Son of a bitch. I don't have no other pants. Nah, I do. I got some skinny jeans I can't even fit. I just been holding on to them. I probably donated them to Goodwill. Literally never worn them. Anyhow, at least you didn't almost lose your eyes at work. That's true. Dade B, Dade Bree, Dade B. AR said, "What's up? Why are you in there?" That cigarette is radioactive. What's up, Sheldon? What do the cats do all day? The fuck you mean? What cats do? Sleep. Sleep and throw up. God damn it. Motherfuckers some throwing up monsters. It's like, is this a normal thing for cats to do? To just fucking all fuck. Like, I mean, I got 4 of them. You know. But like, one of them just all the time, just bleh. It's like, bro, what the fuck? It's like every time he eat his second meal of the day, it's like, I already know to just shut the door. Like, don't even let him in the bedroom because he's going to throw up. He's going to get on the bed and throw up on my comforter. You know what I mean? Are they long haired or short haired? They all short haired except Rosie. Rosie, the only long haired. Bro, you bald? Yeah. You ain't know that? Bald like Michael Jordan. Bald like LeBron James need to go ahead and be playing around with that fucking armpit hair on his head. Hell nah. What are you talking about? Hollowed. Now I need a cigarette. Yeah, you do. What's up, Joe? Do you know what these are? What, these nuts? I got 1 joint left. I'm trying not to smoke it. Because I need to buy some more, as I've made clear already. So I'm going to just finish this little piece off. Yeah. Let me smell that beard. It smells like this. Not that. It smells like this. Shut up, Donnie B. You always talking shit. But usually it smells like this. Cause y'all the bee's knees. So I have to groom myself with your beeswax. Y'all just don't know how wet my butt is right now from all the fucking coffee. Why don't you believe in reality, Jonas? Oh, is Jonas one of those? Always talking that shit. Kaboom. Guess who stepped in the room? Looks like Shadjur. Hello, my brother. What's going on, Madden? Madden. I love it. Kevin said, and that's none of your beeswax. Jonas one of them, he said, oh, okay. What, a Yahweeb? Fucking Yahweeb, son. All right, I think it's done. Nah, hold on, we're gonna. Okay, now it's done. Yeah, me. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it depends. Like, I got them from Gothic.com, and they all range from like $30 to $35. You know what I mean? Stainless steel. Fuck a motherfucker up with these. Yeah, man. Gothic.com. Gothic without the O, though. So just GTHIC.com. I'm gonna like reach out to them. Like once I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm gonna reach out to them to see if I can just get them to sponsor me. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably say no, but whatever. You know what I mean? We'll see. Don't hurt to ask. Kadari, shut the fuck up with that bullshit. I watched that short you made too. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember what the video was that you remixed, but doesn't matter. You see, you'll never be able to convince me, son. Never. You know why? Because I've actually read the Bible. Okay? I've done historical exegesis on the Bible. Okay? Have you? I didn't think so. So, that being said, I was able to look at the information critically, skeptically, you know what I mean, and without any bias to arrive at the conclusion at which I've arrived, which is to say that I am unconvinced that there are any gods, but I am convinced that the biblical God does not exist. Okay. That motherfucker is fiction. So, sooner you realize that, the better your life will be. Maybe. Or maybe it won't. Who fucking knows? But you gotta start approaching life with a more critical eye. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will tell you anything, and you have no idea what is the motivations for them needing you to believe whatever it is they're selling. Who stands to benefit from your believing whatever the lie is? Okay? Because it's not you. That said, fuck your God. Okay? Is that understood, Kadari? Your Jesus is a cunt. Okay? Straight up. Straight up, straight down. As above, as is below. Or however it goes. It just is what it is, son. The Shroud of Turin. What about it, motherfucker? That's some bullshit. It's already been debunked. Fuck you mean? You're so fucking gullible. You probably believe that shit about the Ark, too. You believe the Ark experience. Oh, speaking of which, that reminds me. I will be at the Ark experience protest this year in Kentucky. I think it's in June. I'm not 100%. I got to double check. But I will be there. I think it's on a Sunday. So, fortunately, I won't have to call off work. But yeah, it's on a Sunday. It's this June. Bear probably know the information, you know what I'm saying? He probably know the specific date. But if you want to meet me, that's where I'll be. I'll be at the Ark Experience protest in Kentucky this June. So if you want information about it, just look it up. Google it. Ark Experience Protest 2025. And it'll probably take you to their Facebook page, which is all you need, because you just want the information. It also has like a roster of who all is expected to be there. It's got motherfuckers like the Kentucky Atheists, Arn Ra, the Godless Engineer, and others. Okay, so I don't know if Matt Dillahunty will be there. I don't know if Forrest Valkai will be there. I don't know if Gutsick Gibbon will be there. I'm not sure if Eve Was Framed will be there, or Arden Hart, or I don't know if any, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if any of them will be there. I think Seth might be there, Seth Andrews. Either way, it doesn't fucking matter, because we're not. That's not what it's about. We're going to protest this bullshit. Okay, so Ark Experience Protest 2025. Yours truly will be there, and hopefully you'll be able to make it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that far from me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in Ohio. So it's just like the next state down, you know what I'm saying? Cross that Cincinnati bridge and we're in Kentucky, baby. So, yeah, so if you can come, that'd be great. You know what I mean? If you can't, I understand. But yeah, it'll really be cool. So I just thought I'd take this opportunity to tell y'all that, because I was gonna make that a video to let anyone know that, you know, if you're gonna be at the Ark Experience protest this summer, that I will be there. So. It's a protest, that's right. Says I'm not in Kentucky. Me neither. My stepdad is in Kentucky. I'm in Vermont. Gay. Your laugh scares me though. That's what's up. Latin. Have you read Anton LaVey's book? Nah, because I think it's mostly probably centered on bullshit. Life size Noah's Ark. Yeah, that'll be. Like, I'm not even going to see that. Like, I'm not buying any tickets. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for the protest. No, I'll probably stop and grab something to eat or something, then head back to fucking Ohio. You know. Bruh, I'm in the shitty UK. Oh, it's all good. Gallon of black tooth. What's going on, Daniel? Hey, Dade, I love your videos, dude. Hey, thanks, Saint. That's all right. I'm from the European Union, too. Is that right, Nader? I wish I was in the European Union. Do you know who Aleister Crowley is? I do. And no, I don't subscribe to none of his nonsense either. Because there's no evidence for this shit, people. Okay? I don't give a fuck what these people subscribe to. If they cannot adduce any evidence for their claims, then they can be dismissed without evidence. Hitchens Razor. Why are you so chill? I don't know, dog. This is my internet personality, son. In real life, I'm not fucking chill. Like, at all. Like, most people who know me in real life can't stand when I'm around. At least that's the feeling I get. Because I'm always bringing up subjects. Like, every time I'll go to the fucking not the grocery store, but every time I go to fucking Speedway, I fuck with the girl at the counter because she's a Christian who's the biggest fucking hypocrite I've ever seen. You know what I mean? So every time I go, I be hitting her with little factoids, little shit just to get under her skin. You know what I mean? Shit that I know she can't defend because I know she doesn't read her Bible. Typical Christian. So, yeah, that shit's just fucking fun. God, I love doing that shit. I don't know why, but I just get a fucking kick out of that shit, son. Yeah. What's up, Brittany? The blinded masses for show. Christian, what's going on? Christian said, see? Just petty shit. So funny. You already know, man. You know. These motherfuckers got the game on lock. Fucking Christians. With their goddamn Christian worship houses every fucking where. I mean, if I just go down the street, there's like 2 competing churches like on the opposite side of the street. You know. And then you keep going, there's another one. You keep going, and we haven't even gone half a mile yet. It's like, why are there so many fucking Christian churches? Like, if your God was as real as you say he is, why would you need so much convincing? Like, why do y'all have to constantly, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are there so many buildings? You would think that there should be like one denomination of Christianity, and like every city or whatever would have like its own church. So you wouldn't need like 15, 20 churches in like a block. You know what I'm saying? You would just have one church because everyone's on the same page. You know what I mean? But everyone is not on the same page. Because your God, their God, isn't clear about what his instructions are. Or he was clear and too many Christians have different competing ideas on what they think his instructions are. Because for me, I believe most Christians today are actually followers of Paul. You know what I mean? I feel like they're more Pauline Christians than Jesus Christians. Because Jesus didn't say that the laws of Moses would go away. Ever. Okay? He said until heaven and earth pass away. All right. So the laws were going nowhere. Paul is the one who said, oh, no. Once Jesus died, now we have this new thing that we do that is divorced from the old Mosaic law. That is not what Jesus, no. Okay, so that's why so many Christians are like, well, that's the Old Testament. We're under the new covenant now. Those are Pauline Christians. In my opinion, those are followers of Paul, not Jesus. Because Jesus said not a fucking jot or tittle of the law. Okay, that means not a letter, not a stroke of a letter would go away until heaven and earth passed away. So I don't know why Christians today are not stoning homosexuals. I don't know why Christians today aren't stoning to death their disobedient children. I don't know why so many women Christians have positions of authority wherein which they are able to usurp the authority of men, when clearly Paul, of all people, said that that is a no-no. Apparently, Christians just make up their own fucking documents. You know what I mean? They just follow their own ideology. You know what I mean? And I mean, there's some similarities to the Bible, but it's their own thing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, unfortunately, I feel like the one sect of Christianity that is the most closest aligned with the Bible is the Westboro Baptist Church. They're like the closest as far as their doctrine, as far as the way they interpret scripture. The way they interpret it is most in line with the Bible itself. All these other Christians who are like, no, 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 no. Jesus said, love your neighbor. And by neighbor, he meant everyone. When no, the fuck, that's not what he meant. Because, you see, slaves aren't considered your neighbor. Okay, so when he says, love thy neighbor, you have to ask yourself, who all gets to be included in the set of that which is labeled neighbor? Who all gets to be counted in that set? Because slaves are not counted in the set of neighbor. They're counted in the set of property, things owned by other people. So when he says to love your neighbor, that doesn't at all conflict with the edict in Leviticus to enslave the heathen from the nations that surround you. Okay. It doesn't conflict at all. It doesn't conflict with the edicts in Exodus. Okay. Where you can beat your slave to within an inch of his life. But that as long as he doesn't die, as long as he gets up within a few days, nothing is to happen to the slave owner, because the slave is his money, his property, depending on which translation you read. So there's that. Christians, I did it my way. You already right. You already know. Within a 5-mile radius. Right. You already know, son. Love you, bruh. Hey, feelings mutual, son. When you question a lot of religion, sometimes things don't have answers, too. It's just questions more. Well, I mean, if you read the text honestly, like you would any other book, read it the way you would read the Quran or some shit that you already know going in, you don't believe whatever it is you're about to read. You know what I mean? Read the Bible that way. But they don't. Like, Christians want to read the Bible as if it's somehow special. It's different. Okay. They have an emotional attachment to it. It's unscrutable. Inscrutable. Unscrutinizable to them. And nothing should be off limits to scrutiny. Okay. So, why not, Jeremy? It's cool. Love you, even though I'm a believer. I mean, it's really weird when Christians say they love anyone. I mean, you may as well have said, I orange couch you. When a Christian says it, I mean, it's literally hollow. You may as well have said, I purple sky you. I salt shaker you. Because, like, a Christian saying, I love you is completely hollow. Why? Because y'all don't know what love is. You don't know what love means. Okay. You might think you do, but you clearly don't if you think that your God can both be loving and tell you to kill all of the Amalekites. Kill everyone that breathes. Man, woman, child, animals. Kill them all. Fuck them. Not only once, but many times throughout the Bible is God like, kill all of those motherfuckers, babies included, even the fucking animals. And keep in mind, I'm all loving, you piece of shit. Now go own some slaves, why don't you? But don't you dare wear mixed fabrics. Let me catch you wearing mixed fabrics, okay? I don't want to hear nothing about no fucking slaves. Go get 25 of them. But don't you dare, don't you dare wear mixed fabrics. I swear to fucking me, okay? Like, your God is fucking weird. Like, get the fuck out of here. So, that said, y'all don't know what love is. They're like, oh, well, he used to be bad, but then, like, Jesus or whatever. So, that don't fix shit. That don't fix shit. That's like Jeffrey Dahmer, like, kills all these fucking people. And then just stops one day and lives the rest of his life like a model citizen. And just like, why? Why should I have to face why am I not all loving? Am I not all decent as an American citizen? I've lived the last 10, 15, 20 years of my life paying my taxes, being a good model citizen. Doesn't that count for something? No, it doesn't. No. Have you not seen what you did 30 years ago, motherfucker? You were just killing and eating and drilling holes in motherfuckers and all kinds of carrying on. I don't care how you are today. That does not excuse the horrors that you've been accused of. Okay? So it's the same with the God of the Bible. I don't give a shit about you bringing Jesus in and all this lovey-dovey, what you know, daddy jive. I don't give a shit about that. It doesn't excuse any of the atrocities at the foot of your God from the Old Testament. Not at all. I'm on the side of all the victims of your tyrannical fucking monster God. Okay? I'm on the side of the victims, although they don't exist because all this is bullshit. But, figuratively speaking, I'm on the side of the victims. Those innocents who were just senselessly slaughtered because your God was having a bad day. Okay? Fuck your God. Straight up. And if you think that God is loving, and that God loves anyone, and then you find yourself being created in the image of that monster, then you don't know what love is either, okay? You have no concept of what love is. None. So you telling me or anyone else that you love them is a bold-faced lie. Straight up. And why are you just going around lying to random people you don't know? Okay. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with all of you fucked in the head Christians? Get it together, y'all weebs. Jesus fucking cocksucking Christ, get it together. I need a cup of coffee, obviously, since someone caused me to spill my last one. I'm surprised the mug didn't break. Like, it didn't even crack. Oh shit, man, there's more over here. Look at this badass mug. Same thing on the other side. Better get you one, like $12 at the Dade Murphy shop. Man, let me get the fuck out of here, y'all. I got shit to do. Least of which, I gotta clean the litter boxes again. So. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Bear, and if there were any other moderators, Boogieatron and his bigs. Damn, Boogie, why couldn't you come sooner, motherfucker? I gotta fucking go, son. I got shit to do. Until next time, maybe I'll let y'all know next time when I'm going live. I just don't be knowing. I told y'all I don't have like schedules and whatnot. You know, you remember like what the Joker said when he was talking to Two-Face in the bed? He was just like, the police, teachers, the fucking DA, they have plans. He's like, I just do shit. He's like, I'm like a dog chasing a fucking truck or whatever, and I wouldn't know what to do if I ever got to bite the tire or whatever. Like, I'm just saying, I don't have any plans. I just be doing shit. I'm like, you know what? I guess I'll go live right now. You know. But I should probably, make plans so that my mods can fucking know ahead of time. Be like, oh yeah, let me make sure I'm, But I don't be doing that because I'm capricious, like your God. I gotta get out of here, you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm asking that. Motherfuckers.